Hey, what's up, YouTube box communities? Boy, Mr. Universal Sports. No, I did not join the black screen team. I just think it's easier to do the black video because I'm doing it from the iPhone today because my computers are down on service. I just watched that robbery between Tavorius Cloud and Gabriel Campillo, and I scored this fight 8 rounds to 4 for Gabriel Campillo, who I think should be the new IBF champion of the world right now at 175 pounds, but obviously, they robbed him. Even his mom. Hey, it was such a robbery that his own Tavorius Cloud's own mother fainted, probably out of shock because she thought that her Campino was the new IBL champion, not Tavorius Cloud. But hey, honey. But then again, after the Juan Manuel Manny Pacquiao fight, anything can happen in boxing. When I saw a split decision, I'm like, oh, here we go. I scored this fight 114-112. Obviously, I could see the knockdowns in the first round and give the referee credit for not ending the fight too early. I think he did a wonderful job, and I think Sergio Martinez's trainer, I forget his name escapes me. You guys are smarter than me in boxing, so you guys will know his name. Did a wonderful job training Gabriel Campillo, and I think Gabriel Campillo did a good job bringing that trainer in because he suits his style. So I was very impressed with Gabriel Campillo. Here's what he did well and what I liked. I never watched Gabriel Campillo fight, but I like the fact that he used his height. He's 6'2" and he has a 76-inch reach. So he used his height and his reach. And I like the fact that in the beginning of the fight, in the first round, he looked like he didn't want to be there. Like he was laid back, relaxed. I'm like, dang, does he want to be there? Is he discouraged because of the 2 knockdowns? In the first round, he wasn't throwing no punches either. But as we see, I really believe that he was trying to fill out Tavorius Cloud. And in the pre-fight quotes, he said that all Tavorius Cloud has is power and has no technique. And I see holes in Tavorius Cloud now. I don't think Tavorius Cloud, if he's having trouble with Gabriel Campillo, he can beat mad scientists like Bernard Hopkins. I don't think he could beat an elite fighter like Chad Dawson. Elite boxer like Chad Dawson, or even John Pascal probably would give him trouble. So this was supposed to be a big step up for Tavorius Cloud, and even though he retained his title, in my eyes and in the eyes of probably many of the YouTube boxing community, he lost. But here's what I think Campillo did well. When he came on, he used his height and he used the ring. He kept on circling. Instead of walking towards Tavorius Cloud in a straight line, he used the ring, circling him. Use his height, use the distance of the ring, use ring generalship, and that's what you do in boxing. Instead of you take away the other person's strength, and he did that. He was landing uppercuts throughout the fight. I think in the 4th and 5th rounds, and he landed a couple in the 6th rounds, I think. And also, I like the fact that he was landing combinations. First, he would throw a straight right jab, a couple straight right jabs, and a hard straight right hand. And when you land combinations, you win fights, folks. Simple as that. And I like the fact that Campillo threw body punches. And when you throw body punches, you take out the steam of the fighter. And when you take out the steam you take away the power, and that's important. And that's important, with a power puncher like Tavorius Cloud. Now, I'm talking about Tavorius Cloud. Obviously, here's the few holes that I noticed about him. He takes too many punches, particularly in the second round, which I had Cloud losing. Cloud was just walking back and just letting Campillo hit him. I know with 7 knockdowns, Gabriel Campillo is not a world beater when it comes to power, but you still don't take that many punches. He was looking like a sock and bottom dog. His head kept on snapping back when how many punches he was getting hit in the second round. Another thing I noticed about him, and this is body-wise, he looks a little too stiff at 175 pounds. Like, he has all this muscle mass on him. And, if you're not stiff and fluid, it affects your speed. And he looked a little slow out there. Campillo looked a step slightly faster than him. And if you notice the elite light heavyweights like Bernard Hopkins and Chad Dawson, they're not overly muscled. They're wiry, so that way they're not overly muscled, so that way it doesn't affect their fast twitch muscles. Sometimes being overly muscled affect your speed and affect your endurance in a fight. And another thing we notice about him, we know Tavares Cloud is a knockout artist, but the fact is that he was just looking for one punch. I think he fell in love with his power after the first round, and once he couldn't get him out of there, and Gabriel Campillo used his superior boxing skills on Tavares Cloud, Tavares Cloud was just looking to knock him out. Now, the only thing I say Cloud did well was that he kept coming, he kept the pressure on, but at times he looked confused out there. Like, he realized that I can't beat this guy, I can't bully this guy no more. And when you realize when you've got a boxer mentally beat, look at Mike Tyson, Buster Douglas. Sometimes when a fighter takes the best shot and it's like he stood through that, I think that may have beat Tavares Cloud right then and there. Now, here's obviously, since Cloud won, yeah, I don't think he won, but and I'm sure most of you guys since you guys are very smart boxing fans, I learned a lot from you guys being in the Utah boxing community. Since Cloud won, I don't think he should fight Chad Dawson or Bernard Hopkins. He's not ready yet. I think Bernard Hopkins schools him even worse than he did John Pascal. And I think Chad Dawson just boxes the brakes off him if he comes motivated, which is hard with Chad Dawson because he's hardly even motivated. So I think here's the fight. I think Tavares Cloud is what I think is a winnable fight for him for his next fight. I think Tavares Cloud should fight John Pascal. That's the fight we want to see. So, also for Gabriel Campillo, in my eyes, he's the new 175-pound. He should be the IBF champion, but unfortunately, Don King, you know how that goes. So, I think, how about this? He should fight the black Russian. Silima, I seen him on Friday Night Fights a couple of times, and he beat that Cuban. He beat that Cuban fighter on Friday Night Fights. His name escapes me right now. So I think that would be a good fight for him. Campillo versus the black Russian. That would be a good fight for him. And bad decisions like this get me down in boxing because that man put in such hard work. He displayed such skills, even taunting. You showed superior boxing, but he still lost. So I'm kind of down about that. Oh well, folks, I got to get ready for work. I work the graveyard shift at Pitches. This is your boy, Mr. Universal Sports, and I'm out. Peace. Enjoy the Paul Williams fight.